Greetings and welcome to the PARADOX Junction Ultimate Zombies Quest Guide. In this video I'll be showing you how to complete the main quest in the most efficient way with the least amount of time skips, using some side easter eggs to facilitate the process and save you some points. Starting with the loadout, most assault rifles and LMGs will be a good pick. I recommend the Sokol 545 or the one I'll be using in this video, the Voyak KT3. Both build codes will be in the description. Select Decoy and Semtex Grenade for your equipment if available, eat a Shroud Field upgrade, and although I won't be using them for the video, Round Off and Re-Equipment Gobblegum can aid you during the quest. For your augments, I have a separate video on my channel going through the best option for each category. As soon as you spawn in the map, climb on the truck in the middle of the cul-de-sac and shoot the clock hands with the Doomsday clock so it's set to 115. This will grant you a free perk, Pack-a-Punch 1 crystal, a blue tool, and a random legendary weapon after the first time skip. For a visual reference, I've added this to a cheat sheet you can find in the description, which will help you with future quest steps. Next, open up Yellow House and pick up a test tube from the upstairs room. Then head to the backyard and collect the truck keys off this corpse. Make your way towards Greenhouse's kitchen, turn on the faucet and interact with it to fill up the vial with acid. For the next step, locate a Cyst and a Mannequin that makes this sound cue. For the Cyst, simply kill 10 zombies near it until it drops the barrel of the Blundergat. Then look for a Mannequin that emits the same noise and make a mental note of its position. Don't forget to check the greenhouse's garage, as there is a sneaky one inside. If you cannot find either the Cyst or the Mannequin, don't worry. They're gonna be in the zone behind the truck, which is not accessible just yet. Now keep playing until you get to the dog round and you'll end up in Nuketown before the bomb. From now on I'll refer to this as Nuketown and the destroyed one as Nuked Town. Before you do anything else, pick up the loot from the Doomsday Clock easter egg, interact with the truck to move it out of the way, cross Trinity Avenue and complete the Pack-a-Punch quest at the end of it. Next, use your Semtex on 3 different walls, one by this driveway near a perk, one in the Yellow House garage and one in the stairs in Greenhouse. If it leaves a hole in the wall, you've done this step successfully. Then look for the Mannequin which was emitting the sound in Nuketown and interact with it to apply the acid you've collected earlier. If none of the Mannequins in the cul-de-sac area were emitting the noise, it's 100% going to be one of these 3 Mannequins in the Pack-a-Punch area, so use your acid on all of them. Once you've done this, go to the Yellow House bedroom and pick up the sealant from the bookshelf. Then head to the garden to shoot and collect the swing piece.
No offense, but this ain't a lot to go on.
Before you travel back to the future, if that perception has spawned in Nuketown, purchase it since it'll be needed later. Back in Nuketown, collect the stock from the blown up wall, the hammer from the melted Mannequin, open up the red truck and melee the crafting table. Place all weapon parts inside it and craft yourself the Blundergat.
I look forward to giving it to them with both barrels. Twice?
Now you have to look for an RC remote which can be found in 3 different locations. Inside the Yellow House's garage on some shelves, in the small garden area of the greenhouse, or stashed in a corner near some boxes to the right of Pack-a-Punch. Interact with it and drive the RCXT through the course. Just test the jump button before you begin as it can be a bit glitchy. Once inside the garage, simply detonate it near the barrel to open the place up. Head inside and wait for the charred body to disappear and leave behind a piece of chalk. Grab it and go to the Yellow House's backyard.
This better not have been someone.
Here you can repair the Swingset and position the chalk on it to trigger the first in-game cutscene. If you'd like, you can use this moment of peace to set the Doomsday clock to midnight in preparation for the last step. But if it's your first time doing the quest, I recommend you just listen to the dialogue. From this point, the main quest splits in 3 different minigames. To avoid having to jump back and forth between time zones, I'll be juggling all of them. Some steps can be done in different order. However, if you follow exactly the video, you'll have no problems with completing all of them. Start by opening this red toolbox inside the Yellow House's garage and pick up the 3 seeds. Next, if you haven't done it yet, drink Dead Perception and collect the invisible headset which can be found in the Mannequin's hand by the perk machine in the Yellow House's backyard, between 2 trash cans near the Gobblegum machine, or hanging on a coat hanger in the Greenhouse's bedroom. After this, leave a few zombies and drink Wisp Tea. No worry if it's not available in the map, just purchase other perks if you haven't yet spawned the Wonder Fizz machine to get it from there. Make sure to not kill a single zombie after drinking it, then shoot a pair of goggles found on top of a pole to the left of Pack-a-Punch. Eliminate an undead close to it to trigger the spirit. He's going to automatically grab the goggles and drop them on the ground for you to pick up. Since you're close, move towards the Wonderfizz alley. To the right, you'll find a scary looking mannequin. Stare at her until she turns around.
Creepy motherfucker.
It'll be useful for a free upgrade in a short bit. Now go to the arsenal and apply Brain Rot on any weapon. Personally, I like to do it on my knife. Before you do this step, make sure that the portal to the past Nuketown is available. You'll have to wait 60 seconds in a greenhouse's backyard. Eventually, a piano teacher zombie will spawn. She's very simple to spot as her model is much different than the average undead and she moves very slowly. Hit her with your weapon with the ammo mod equipped and she'll sprint towards the piano. Quickly go to the time portal and activate it. She'll open up the piano cover and explode.
Best thing I can say about this is nothing at all.
Look for the scary mannequin in this version of Nuketown. She can be found in the driver's seat of the red truck in the center of the map, hiding on the roof of this house, behind a fence to the left of Pack-a-Punch, or inside the gazebo in the greenhouse's backyard. Shoot her in the head for a free Pack-a-Punch 1 crystal and apply it to the Blundergat. Go back to Trinity Avenue and place the items you've collected before inside the toy box. From here, head to your left until you find a whole dog in a garden. Plant the seeds you got earlier and get zombie kills with the Blundergat. When you've eliminated enough undead, the screen will flash white and the step will be completed. Teleport back to the future, craft a tomahawk and hit the now fully grown up tree 3 times exactly on this side of the trunk, since the axe can bounce out of reach if you hit it somewhere else. Collect the strange firewood, then leave 1 zombie to facilitate the next step. There will be 8 music notes hidden in the map. I have them all laid out on this cheat sheet, which is also in the description. Each note will flash a certain number of times, from 1 blink to 8. Simply interact with them from the lowest amount of flashes to the highest. For example, in my game the one in the school bus only blinked once, so it was the first one I had to trigger. To avoid walking back and forward, I recommend writing down the number of flashes with a code word to keep track of them. To give you another example, the note on the rock in front of Pack-a-Punch blinked 4 times, so I wrote down 4 rock. Once you interact with the last note, your character will comment about it.
Finally, some good news.
It's now a good time to upgrade the Blundergat to the Sundergat, as it will be necessary for the quest. For the next 3 full rounds in Nuketown, leave 1 zombie alive, then look for a torture zombie which can spawn in both houses' backyard or the alley with Wonderfizz. Approach it and lead it to the center of the cul-de-sac. When he gets close enough to the counter inside the truck, kill him with the Blundergat to charge the workbench. Repeat the same exact step next round and again the round after it. However, this time it's going to be a mimic.
Damn it, now you again.
Same thing, lead him to the truck and kill him close to the table. Hit the teleport and to save 1500 essence, run inside the truck. Quickly melee the workbench and place the Blundergat inside. Don't worry if you'll get teleported out of it, that's completely normal. Up next, go to the greenhouse and interact with the piano. You'll have to play 8 specific notes. Imagine as if the darker key is the 7th one, so from that you can deduce the rest. Luckily on PC the game does it for you. However, if you're a console player, this is the order of keys. Having associated each key to a number, the code to play the song is 86756535.
I must be a prodigy.
After this, head to the yellow house living room, place the wood inside the fireplace and set it ablaze using a Molotov. It's time to travel to the future and activate the 3 minigames. Look for a basketball which can be found on the canopy behind the yellow house, on the broken rooftop of one of the houses in Trinity Avenue, or on a stack of crates towards the end of the same street. Shoot it towards the backyard of greenhouse until it reaches an X marked on the ground. If the cross is glowing, the ball is placed correctly. Once you're done with that, shoot 3 floating zombies out of bound from the backyard of both houses. If you see their essence travel towards the center of the map, you've done this right. Before you leave Nuketown, pick up your upgraded Sundergat from the workbench inside the truck. Then head towards the Wonderfizz alley, touch the X on the floor and rush to the portal. Every minigame is now ready to be played. Let's start with a match of Hopscotch at Trinity Alley. Interact with the orb and jump from square 1 to square 12. Then repeat the same process backward, avoiding the black smoke. If you land on the fog or outside the square, the challenge will fail and you'll have to wait a short bit until the orb appears again. This step can be tricky, however these 2 tips can make it a breeze. Hold out your melee weapon to improve your jumping speed, and once you reach square 6, Wait for the smoke to pass your location and rush the rest. Next up, activate the basketball floating near the Toybox. The first bounce will spawn a few enemies, just shoot them once they're in the air. Repeat this process 3 times to complete this challenge, and be careful not to hit the ball as it will fail the whole thing. For the last game, make your way to the greenhouse's backyard and play a match of Foursquare. Pull out your melee weapon and interact with the ball to begin. Keep hitting the ball and make sure it bounces on a different square every time until the game is over. All it's left to do now is to charge the ghostly artifact with eliminations by your Sundergat. Simply kill zombies near them to make them move to their respective position: the Toybox, the piano, and the fireplace. If the screen flashes white and you'll hear a quote from the twins, the escort has been successfully completed. Lastly, travel to Nuked Town, and if you haven't done it already, set the Doomsday clock to midnight, both arms on 0. Then, activate the portal and during the transition, shoot one of the clock arms to make it move. If done correctly, an orb will appear in the sky. Follow the light to all points of interest until it reaches the Swingset. The boss fight is now accessible, although before you activate it, make sure you're fully set up. I recommend doing the masked mannequin easter egg from round 25 onwards. Just interact with a mannequin head on the ground on the second floor of greenhouse. Then follow it to 3 different headless mannequins around the map. Kill zombies with purple eyes to charge it and make it move to the next location. Once you've charged him with enough souls in the yellow house, he'll leave and drop Pack-a-Punch 3 crystals and legendary tools. Maybe even a ray gun if you're lucky enough. Have all perks: 3-plate armor, Disciple Injection killstreak, a stack of Casimirs, and Brain Rot on your main weapon to deal with the mimics. You may now interact with the twins to face against the Dark Heart.
Time for open heart surgery.
Before you can even damage the boss, clear up the 3 artifacts from the corruption of the heart. These will be located in both houses' backyard and the beginning of the alley. For the first wave, it works exactly like the loot cysts, so kill 10 zombies near them. Once you've destroyed the last cyst, defend the girls from the zombies trying to stop them. If you find yourself overrun, throw a Casimir to dispatch all incoming enemies, just make sure to defeat any mimic in the area first. After the last artifact is charged, the Dark Heart will be vulnerable. Shoot him up close with the Sundergat charge shot to deal massive damage. If you find yourself surrounded in the cul-de-sac, retreat to the Trinity Alley and switch to your long-range weapon. Just remember to shoot his weak glowing spot, as any other zone will deal no damage. After 1/3 of his health is gone, he'll become fully vulnerable and shoot more goop on the artifact. This time it will work exactly like the Pack-a-Punch quest. Shoot the yellow orb and kill any zombies linked to it. Do this 3 times and defend the twins once again while they charge the items. Repeat the same process from earlier to deal with the boss. Always be on the move, as from now on fire tornadoes will path towards you, dealing lots of damage. Slide away from them or use Ether Shroud to recover. Finally, on his last phase, torture zombies will spawn just like the Blundergat upgrade. You can use their Disciple Injection to pick them up and throw them towards the Cyst. However, it can be a bit buggy at times. The most consistent way is to simply wait close to the corruption for the torture zombie to path to you. Kill him whenever he gets linked to the artifact to release it. Defend the sisters for the last time and lay into the Dark Heart with all you got using the same strategy from earlier: Sundergat charge shot up close and long range weapons from further away.
If it takes from now till tribulation, I will remake the world. All worlds in my own image.
This ticker is toast.
Congratulations, you've escaped the Warden's prison. Enjoy your cutscene and associated rewards. If you've enjoyed this ultimate guide, make sure to leave a like or a comment. Check out my channel for more detailed videos like this one, and I'll see you in the next one.